Welcome back, everyone. Hey, little known fact out there that lions like beer. Little known fact. I don't know if you've ever seen any of those safaris or anything like that, but you know, those lions, they just really love beer, but only craft beer. And we're going to prove that point right now in sort of a obscure kind of way. Joining me are the president and vice president of the Saratoga Springs Lions Club, about to talk about an event called Brewseum. And we'll explain all of that. So first, let me welcome Karen first. Karen Foster is Vice President of Saratoga Springs Lions Club. Welcome, Karen.
Thank you for having us.
And Joe Sporco, who's the big dog, the big lion. You're the president. So welcome, Joe.
Thanks, Jesse.
Nice to have you here. So with that rather obscure opening, let's talk a bit. Everybody has heard the name Lions Club. Joe, but why don't I ask you, a club that's been around for almost a century, correct? Well, what does LION stand for?
Well, LIONS actually is an acronym that
Yes.
stands for Liberty, Intelligence, Our Nation's Safety. Our club has been around for, it's coming up on 90 years.
Wow.
So it's a very, very large, very active club.
Boy, you're right about that. I always thought that Bert Lahr from Wizard of Oz was the president of the Lions Club. That's not right.
Maybe it used to be.
Yeah, that's right. He might have. He even predates me, so that's very possible. But again, the Lions Club has a very kind of specific mission. I remember this from interviewing some other Lions. Where do you focus?
Yeah, our main focus is sight, hearing, diabetes, youth. And recently, Lions Club International has asked us to take up our local food pantries as a cause. So we've been donating significant money to the Franklin Community Center and helping to stock their food pantry.
You know, the Franklin Community Center is a frequent guest here on Look TV, and they were talking about this and about the alliance there.
Excellent.
What a worthwhile cause that is for you to be involved with. But you know, when Joe mentions sight and he mentions hearing, these are issues related to the handicaps of sight and hearing. So you help people, you know, if they need to get exams, if they need to get equipment and stuff like that, right?
That's right.
That's correct.
Good, all right. Karen, we saved the good part for you. You've got an event coming up that helps support those initiatives, but also in conjunction with a very interesting museum here in Saratoga.
Yes, it's the New York State Military Museum.
Right.
So the proceeds from the event will help not only the Lions, but the museum as well, the Friends of the Museum, so they can enhance their exhibits at the museum, keep them up to date, keep them fresh.
Well, they do. Any of you who might know the area, the museum is located right here, right up on Lake Avenue. Beautiful old building.
Yes.
And every year they seem to do more and more in terms of the exhibits, updating the museum and keeping it you know, stocked with contemporary things and a lot of very interesting historical information as well. So the link between craft beer and the military museum. This is a good one. I love this one.
Well, when we started the event 4 years ago, we were looking at different museums to host the event for us. And we just happened across the military museum, and we kind of we held our first one there, and then we kind of formed a partnership with them so that they can benefit from this event as well.
Oh, I love it. Let's talk about the event. It's coming up soon, Friday, March 27, right?
Correct.
Right.
Good. And I think it's like 6:30. We'll cycle back on the information and tell you where you can go to get tickets and stuff. But I was very impressed with the amount of breweries. You have some wineries there. You have a real nice selection of restaurants. I mean, this is quite an affair. Karen, tell us a bit about the wineries. The breweries.
The breweries.
Yeah.
We have 17 brewers. We have 2 hard ciders, which is going to be Mackenzie and Slingdog Cider. Without the support of one that's here local, Druthers, they are one of our major supporters of this event. They not only provide a lot of the beer, but they're also providing food.
Oh, isn't that nice? You know, they're very active in the community, Druthers. That's just a quick shout out to them. We do a lot of interviews on Look TV, and they really reach out to the community quite a bit. Any breweries you want to mention, Joe?
Well, as president of the club, that means that I delegate stuff. So Karen's doing all the work with our very active committee, but we have a few years back, we decided to go really with the local craft breweries.
The craft beer is great.
And as you know, the big trend now is craft beer. So there's so many great breweries, around our area. So these guys on the committee, they've been every Friday, they've been going around to all these breweries and seeing if they want to be part of our event. And we get 800 people coming to this thing.
Oh my
So not
God.
only does it benefit us, but I want to give a shout out to all those breweries. And by the way, I have a poster.
Oh,
with-
you did finally
with all
break
the-
down and bring the poster. That's
This has all the names of all the breweries on here, and I can't remember them. That's why I said Karen. But I want to give a shout out to them and all the restaurants that help us, because they don't donate their time and they don't donate their supplies
products.
Yes, of
to
course.
the event. So
sure. And it's no
it wouldn't be
easy.
and our sponsors, by the way.
Yes.
And we have many sponsors. So the event couldn't be possible without them.
Oh my God, for sure. Wineries too, right? Some of the
Right.
local wineries.
We do, yeah. We have,
Anybody you want to give a shout out to there? It's hard because there's so many people involved. Let me tell you, I've got it here right in front of me. Ledge Rock Hill Winery, Adirondack Winery, Frederick Wildman and Sons. Oh yeah, that's right. I know where that is. And in terms of the beer, you've got Druthers, you've got Steadfast, you've got Adirondack Pub, Old Saratoga, Schmaltz. They're fun, those guys.
Yeah.
Mackenzie Cider, Chatham Brewery. A lot of very, very interesting participants. And you're right, Joe, it's all about craft beer. And we have some restaurants participating too. So if you happen to be the designated driver, or you just want to, or you're a foodie, there's something for you there too, right?
Right, something for everybody.
How much is tickets?
$40 pre-sale, and it's $45 at the
Okay,
door.
got it.
$25 for active military and the non-drinkers.
Oh, great. Okay. So if you're a designated driver, you get a discount. You go there, and the museum is open. Also, I want to mention this point.
Yes.
The exhibits are terrific. So if you go there, you sample some craft beer, you get some nice wine. If you feel like wine, you get a nice little assortment of food, and you can see the exhibits.
Absolutely.
Well, that's a
Yep.
real nice night out.
And it
It's
makes
nice
our,
ambiance,
our,
yeah.
our event is a little unique that way. When we first thought of this idea, we went to the museum because we wanted to come up with something more unique than just a brew tasting thing. So I think this makes it unique. Being in a museum, you can walk around, sample the beer, look at the exhibits at the same time. Very
Okay.
unique.
That's terrific. Karen, Joe, thank you very much for
Thanks,
coming
Jesse.
in.
Appreciate it.
I'll cycle back
Thank you,
on the
Jesse.
specifics, and of course the information will be on our website. And it's the Brewseum. Very clever. Friday, March 27, that's coming up from 6 to 9:30. Tickets are like $40, and you get to sample all these wonderful craft beers, some wine, some food, and you get to see these really very interesting exhibits at the Military Museum right here in Saratoga. So thanks for coming in,
Thank
and
you.
we'll
Thank
check in
you
with
for
you
having us.
afterwards, see how it went, right?
Great.
Yes, please come.
Please come.
To see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.